doesn't care about you. That's why you need a medical emergency kit. It contains life-saving medications like ivermectin, Z-Pak, and antibiotics. Stock them before they block them.
This is a special report.
Knowing how to invest your money is harder than ever before. Dealing with stock market volatility, record debt, and terrorist attacks requires new thinking. At U.S. Asset Management, we can help you see the world more clearly so that you can move beyond the chaos and invest with confidence. Call us, visit us online, or drop by our office. U.S. Asset Management, helping you make better decisions with your money.
Bring on another guy who's going to tell you a lot you don't know. Brenden Reilly is our AI go-to guy. Brenden, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, good morning, Todd. Great to be here.
Thanks for being patient, a little late bringing you in, but I appreciate it. So is AI the next God? What's happening? What is OpenAI saying?
It's definitely a religion to some people these days, right? So, we keep talking about how AI is evolving and what's going on in the AI space. Recently, you and I have talked about things like DeepMind. DeepMind just unveiled Gemini 2. So they're making advances, in the AI world. OpenAI announced 4.1 yesterday and a new voice engine. MIT is making, everybody's in it right now. So the advancements are coming fast. Cool things. MIT announced that they can predict Alzheimer's a decade earlier than before because of an AI model that they built. So fantastic. Has God played any part of that? Maybe. But now the advancements are coming and it's affecting real lives, right? Hollywood is making moves with AI. But I will tell you, I sent you a video clip because
I have that ready whenever you want to play it.
All of the big AI, leaders are making their 2025 predictions and comments. Some of them that struck a chord for me are the Microsoft's Chief Technology Officer, Kevin Scott, made a comment this week that he believes that 95% of code, software development will be AI generated within 5 years.
Wow, that's huge.
Wow, right. I'm using AI generated code every day. Mark Zuckerberg said that 25% of the code that they use are developing right now is all coming from AI.
Well, there's a huge risk there because you don't know what the code is actually doing, right?
Yeah, so I'll tell you, I use Cursor as a AI development tool, and they have embedded in there the ability to use DeepMind. Right? Perplexity has the ability to use DeepMind. Now they've taken it, they've run their own model, but yeah, I mean, when I'm developing code that basically I've got 60,000 lines of code of 200,000 that the 60,000 were developed and written by AI. So I watch it, I look for it. It's all that ethics component of it. But everything is moving in AI at a pace that it's tough to watch, right? It's tough to see.
It's tough to stay up.
Play the video because it's interesting because it's AI is breaking into robotics. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, here we go.
So this year, we hopefully will be able to make about 5,000 Optimus robots. But I think we'll literally build a legion, or at least one legion of robots this year, and then probably 10 legions next year. And I don't know, it's kind of a cool unit. Second half of next year is when they'll be available, and then we will offer Optimus robots first to Tesla employees.
I continue to believe there will come very powerful models that people can misuse in big ways. People talk a lot about the potential for new kinds of bioterror, models that can present like a real cybersecurity challenge, models that are capable of self-improvement in a way that leads to some sort of loss of control. So I think there are big risks there. And then there's a lot of other stuff, which honestly is kind of what I think many people mean, where people talk about disinformation or models saying things that they don't like. You have to care about it all along this exponential curve. Of course, the stakes increase and there are big challenges, but the way we learn how to build safe systems is this iterative process of deploying them to the world, getting feedback while the stakes are relatively low, learning about like, hey, this is something we have to address. And I think as we move into these agentic systems, there's a whole big category of new things we have to learn to address. So, and what people want to know is not where is this one, magic moment of we finished, but given that what looks like is
you
going
can
to
stop
happen
it there.
is that the
I think-
models are just going to get smart.
Okay.
I think you get the point. Right?
Yeah. Well, the point I got is he just glosses over like, well, there's going to be some loss of control, but it's okay. I mean, it's like, I'm going to kill you, but you'll be fine.
Well, I think, Todd, what I took from it is, he's saying where the stakes are low right now.
Yeah.
And the question is that when do they get high? Right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I don't trust that guy to tell me when that happens, to be honest. Just my gut feel.
I will tell you that he's driving things at a rapid pace, right?
Yeah.
And that's iterative. And he says, get feedback. The question is, what is the feedback? Oh my God, it could be very negative. He points out that it can be used for misinformation and helping cyber attacks. So, it's always controlling AI and having regulation. There hasn't been a lot out of Washington right now. There was an uproar when DeepMind was, being launched and people were downloading DeepMind and things that were coming out of China. It's been fairly quiet since. But that doesn't mean there hasn't been massive changes and improvements in AI. I will tell you, I am so impressed with what Google's been doing in the last week and their announcements. Their models are outperforming OpenAI and other models. They're embedding things and taking a leadership position, not only in AI, but
when you say outperform, what does that mean? Like capability?
There are benchmarks on
Okay.
performance and accuracy, and so Google is really actually being fairly quiet in the space. But you'll see, there's Google search is down dramatically because of AI, but they are in the background embedding AI in everything you do, your Gmail and everything. So
I see it.
and they're doing, what they're introducing is slow and steady and proven. And actually, I think they're taking the approach of how do we improve kind of workflows and people's lives and how they manage calendars and where do you embed AI in the best, most effective ways. And they've been doing, an incredible job at just basically implementing throughout their ecosystem AI, and not being sexy, but being very, very effective. And that's what you see. I think, Todd, really what you're seeing is that AI was the new kid on the block 2 years ago when OpenAI came out. Now you're just starting to see it embedded. Apple's quiet, but they're actually embedding AI everywhere. Google is there. At the end of the day, the AI is getting, basically as ubiquitous as a cell phone these days. You will see it everywhere. The issue is making sure that as we do that, it's managed effectively. And then, you and I talked about it previously, is that I gave you the stat from the CTO of Microsoft saying 95% of it, software development. Kevin Scott, just go see what he said. The fact is that jobs are starting to be and will be impacted. And when Elon says that, and you've seen the robots. I mean, they're humanoid-looking type
Yeah.
robots. He's building a legion. It's interesting that he calls it a legion, right? A Roman legion of soldiers of 5,000, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
his plan is he'll do 5,000 this year, right? And they're getting smarter and more effective. Um,
So I want to know, when does, there's a lot of computer stuff, but when does it get to the point where they're actually creating like trucks to go mine and build factories and actually create devices themselves? How far away is that, or will that happen?
yeah, I mean, if you watch the full video of Elon's
Uh-huh.
announcement, um, his Tesla car factories will be mostly automated to the point where the cars coming off the line will self-drive and deliver to a user, right?
Wow. Wow.
So
Wow.
that it just goes. He predicts that he can build um, a robot in 5 minutes, right? So if you've seen the movie I, Robot,
Yeah.
it's coming, and he predicts that that will be the most widely used technology 10 years from now. Because I mean, I guess if you look at an Amazon warehouse, it is a lot of robots running around. They don't look humanoid. Elon's making humanoid robots, but he will produce factories that will, he believes, produce 10 million, um, robots. So when you
Well,
combine that,
everybody needs to go read Isaac Asimov again, I think, because
yeah,
the dude was pretty prescient. Hey, do you have not time for a few more minutes, or do you got? I know you
yeah,
always
absolutely.
press for time. All right, we'll be right back after this break. Back with Brenden Reilly. Thank you. Welcome back to the Skip. We're here with Brenden Reilly, our AI specialist. I saw this is a little off topic, but I think in your wheelhouse, there was a report that, Elon was pushing for some kind of tech city in Greenland. And have you heard about this dark enlightenment stuff that these guys are pushing? Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't. Sorry, I've
Okay.
got to look into it now.
Interesting. I want to dig into that because it's Peter Thiel's, and JD Vance is actually on it too. So this whole Greenland thing may be like a new tech city effort. But what about DoD? Where is the Department of Defense going right now with all of this? I mean, how do you build an army of robots, or are they doing that?
They're evaluating it. I don't know that
Okay.
they're human. I think the push right now is drones, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as you know, my son is deployed and is a lieutenant in the army,
Mm-hmm.
and he leads a platoon flying drones and managing drones. So and the advancements that are coming are fantastic. And your last guest,
Mm-hmm.
all you can see is that drones are the future of warfare. Um, so a lot of technology growth in missile defense and drones. And as a Connecticut resident, there's a lot going into new nuclear submarines, and
Yeah.
so. But yeah, I mean, DoD is fast moving. It's also using. Got one of my best friends. His daughter is in cyber, and using AI to actually identify and manage both, offensive and defensive cyber security. So
Mm-hmm.
it is being picked up greatly. Although it's interesting, I haven't heard. I mean, you see Elon and Doge looking at cuts. I haven't
Mm-hmm.
heard of the AI automation yet in throughout the government. We're making cuts of human beings, but the next great wave after that is AI automation. People are claiming that now there's less people answering the phones at the VA and
Mm-hmm.
Medicare and the Social Security Agency. The fact is when I call USAA right now, I get a human being, but when I call, Bank of America, an AI responds and asks me a question, and it's getting better. So that I think that, there's that you'll see that next wave within the government. You'll see things within DoD as it gains tremendous efficiencies and morphs into a much more focused, organization. So,
Yeah,
the other
hopefully
thing,
we can, we're spending $1 trillion. That needs to be resourced better, right?
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, and then the other thing that's real interesting news is what's going on in the quantum space. Quantum computers, quantum Google Quantum Lab, and some of the things that they've done. Microsoft's quantum chips, and how that advancements. Todd, we talk about it. I think the
Mhm.
next, tremendous move forward for humanity is based on what is happening in the quantum space, which is quiet. But I will say, go look at, there was a Google Quantum Labs basically ran a test the other day, and they distorted Earth's magnetic field by running a small quantum test in a lab. Just search for Google distort Earth's magnetic field on quantum physics and running these things. It's absolutely amazing, but it is truly transformative at what the quantum.
That's right up there with your Gotius Maximus story you told me. I mean,
Dude, go look at it. It's absolutely amazing. Dr. May Tan is the head of Google's quantum lab, and the stuff
Mhm.
that Google's doing and Microsoft is doing to push forward on quantum computing is absolutely amazing. And that, when you get into DoD and you get into cyber and everything else, will change the landscape. And I think it's that quiet thing, like OpenAI was working on AI, and one day they flipped the switch with ChatGPT, and the world changed overnight. I think you need to be watching what's going on with quantum computing with Microsoft,
Yes.
Google, and others, because it will flip a switch shortly. Right? I'm talking months,
Yeah.
not years, and it'll be the same effect that ChatGPT did. It will change everything, and it'll do it rapidly. And
Well,
we're on the precipice of it now.
we're really unlocking the secrets of the universe here, in a fast amount of time. It's quite amazing to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything else, Brendan, that you want to get out, and how do people, follow what you're doing? I know you're extremely focused on certain things, but tell us
Yeah,
what's going on.
I mean, go to aiteamwork
Mhm.
.com,
Mhm.
ping me there, or breilly.com. You can always post a message, or come visit me. Happy to talk to anybody about what's going on. Again, the for me, I spend my time using AI, building AI, developing AI, and I'm about to help launch a crypto company that is all based on leveraging AI.
Wow,
So
amazing. I want to have coffee and talk about that. I'll ping you.
yeah,
All right,
sounds
my
great.
friend. Thank you. Take
Thanks.
care.